too.
Right now.
Roxanne!
We're live. We're doing it live.
Doing it.
Doing it live? The fuck was that? What the fuck was that?
Doing it live. Ooh, look at that
Oh.
delicious meat. Oh, I like the background video too.
Yeah.
You like that meat?
Yeah, fresh. That's fresh meat.
Jesus.
Raw fed.
Oh, hold on. Let me turn the volume down on this. It's like when people call into radio stations with their radio up super loud.
Sir, could you turn your radio down? What? Can't hear you there, Tim. Oh, yeah.
Anyway. All right. In this episode of the Red Eye Report, we discuss meat. We figure out that Ashtray has a much more sinister side than previously thought. And as usual, we do the bare minimum. With me this week is the meat pimp Ashtray. For months now, every Sunday, Ashtray has been the auctioneer at a meat raffle in Madison. At least that's what the plebes think. Really, it's a cover for a sexploitation ring run by the Democrats. Here's how it works. To win a side of beef, that's really code for a prepubescent Argentinian boy. You win a slab of bacon, that's a 30-something Latina with mad seamstress skills. And the coup de grace, the rack of lamb. That's an albino Persian toddler. Very rare and very expensive.
Right.
Thanks,
Wow.
Hillary.
Hard to come by.
It is hard to come by, yeah. It's hard to come on, too, because it's so pretty.
You can
Next
never
to
see
him-
where you hit him.
Oh, my God. Next to him is the all-seeing Oracle.
Oh
The only thing Oracle knows about meat is how to beat it. Whether it's with a shovel, a cheese grater, or just his fist.
Fucking tenderize that shit.
Dog murderer.
We've also got a fluffy teddy bear. Teddy doesn't eat meat anymore. He had a bad
Yes, I do.
experience with the tubes once. Young, naive Teddy was like, fuck it, I'll try it. Then that huge black sausage poked its ugly head through the bathroom stall, and Teddy realized that this wasn't going to be fun. But he ain't no quitter. He finished it off anyway.
First off, I would not take any kind of meat offering in the bathroom. Secondly, I do eat meat. It's called pussy.
Last and least, I'm the mystic. My favorite meat is Polish sausage, preferably ones named Pavel Strombrowski. And this is the Red Eye Report.
Boom, boom, boom.
That's a real,
Yay.
by the way, Pavel. I don't know. Anyway, talking about
I
meat.
would go with Fievel.
Meat production. Yeah, Fievel Mauskowitz. Meat production. What country do you guys think is the most eats the most meat?
America.
Eats the most. I would say. Eats the most.
Brazil.
Yeah, I said Brazil.
Ugh.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
India? Oh. What? Enlighten us.
No, it's U.S.
Oh,
Damn right.
Okay.
We're always number one. Don't
U.S.
you
and
ever doubt.
Australia are almost virtually tied, honestly, per capita. So just to give you on the opposite end of the spectrum, the average Ethiopian consumes just 7 kilograms of meat.
A
Is that
day
like-
or a year?
Is that like one
A
chicken
year.
breast?
A
Ooh.
year.
Damn.
Jesus.
The average American and Australian consumes
breast a month.
over 100 kilograms of meat. Don't know what that is in pounds because this is a European article. Fucking dickhead.
Well, let's look that up, buddy.
What
Somebody Google
is the
convert
most
that
eaten-
now.
What do you think is the most eaten meat in
Chicken.
any country? Yes, you are right. Chicken.
Nice.
What country eats the most
It's
fish?
200, 220
Country eats
pounds.
most fish? China.
Japan.
China.
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 People.
China per capita eats more fish than anybody else in the world, followed by Vietnam and Malaysia.
Hmm.
I would think Japan would be in there somewhere.
Yeah, right.
Probably up
Because, I mean,
there.
they're-
So total 2019 meat production in the U.S. is currently projected to reach another record level of 103 billion pounds. That's up 1.3% year over year. Per capita meat is about 217.3 pounds from the 2018 level. That was 2018, so now it's about 218.6. So 218 pounds of meat on average is what people in the U.S. eat. Now, That being said, I don't know how many vegans are in this country, so we got to make up for them. You know what I mean?
Right.
How much do you guys think you eat? Like, do you eat
Or we
meat
can
every
stop
day?
killing so many goddamn cows. I mean, do we need all this fucking meat?
I
eat meat every day.
usually do.
I don't
mean,
eat meat every day. I mean, but it's
unless I'm fasting, but otherwise, yeah, I ain't holding back on eating my meat.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I need to eat my meat now before
You lose your teeth. You get
yeah,
old.
before I lose the teeth. No, before like
hey
us,
man, don't knock a meat smoothie, okay?
us
Put the
pleats
you
don't
know,
have
rattling around in
access
it, motherfucker.
access to meat anymore, and we have to like just eat dead bodies or something. Like
What
Okay,
the
we'll
fuck are you talking
zombie
about?
apocalypse.
We'll turn
Right.
to guinea pigs or rats or something like.
or these
Well-
impossible burgers or whatever,
We'll get
like those
resourceful.
take over.
I don't trust those Impossible Burgers. I think they're fucking. What's that shit? Where it was Soylent Green.
Soylent
That's what I'm
Green,
thinking
yeah,
is-
that's the
yeah, that's what I'm
body.
thinking
Has
is-
anyone
dude.
tried them yet? I haven't.
No, I don't want to
haven't.
try it.
They're supposed to be good.
I heard I'm like, this is that they're decent for as far
Yeah.
as like it's still a fast food burger. Burger King.
That's what they
Impossible
want you to think, bro.
But
Don't
I
get to-
eat meat every day.
Yeah, so do I. One kind or another. Chicken, pork.
Well, yeah, I eat shrimp and salmon. Yeah, so yeah.
So I guess the richest countries, obviously, the more money you have, the more meat you're gonna eat. I mean, we have the choice in this country, for the most part. Most of us do, whether we want to eat meat or what kind of meat we eat. You know what I mean? Now, countries that are just coming up in the world don't really have that choice.
We got that cheap meat.
So in the 1960s, China consumed less than 5 kilograms a year of meat, every person. By the late 1980s, it had risen to 20, and now it's up over 60. The same thing happened in Brazil and India.
Is it just because they've got the large scale agricultural
Well, yeah,
practices?
and everyone's making more money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
And we wonder why the Amazon's getting cut down. For
Yeah,
more
right.
cows.
Thanks,
right.
fucking
So
China.
poultry is by far the biggest one, followed by beef, and then pork, and then there was one other one they mentioned. I don't even know what the fuck this is. What they call
Baby
it?
cheeks.
Broiler something? Broiler
chicken?
meat.
I like how
No,
Teddy's screams.
It's a type of meat. It's not a broiled chicken. It's just broiler meat. It just says.
Broiler meat.
So
What the
yeah,
fuck?
I don't know if that's what is that beef? Fucking whatever. Lamb is fourth after pork for the most eaten. And a lot of the lamb is in European countries. So yeah. Pork is about 20. So yeah, poultry, we eat about twice as much poultry as we do any other meat in the US anyway.
Cheap.
We make a shit ton of chickens.
Chicken is fucking ridiculously cheap.
Yeah, it really is. You could buy like 6 big chicken breasts for like $9 or some shit. At the
Yeah.
grocery store.
Hell yeah.
There's a shit ton of them. I mean, we have too much. We're farming too much food, too much meat. I believe. I mean, we don't need. I mean, it's great to get it cheaper and everything else, but
Mm-hmm.
we don't need fucking billion pounds of fucking hamburger.
Yeah, well, we are apparently producing way more than we need because total 2019 meat imports are projected to decrease to 4.3 billion pounds, the lowest since 2013, and record exports of 17.4 billion pounds. So we're actually shipping way more than what we bring in out of the country. So yeah, and total meats include beef, pork, broiler, whatever the fuck that is, turkey, other chicken. I don't know what other chicken is either. Veal and lamb. What the fuck is other chicken?
Other chicken.
All
Hold on,
right.
we gotta,
Maybe,
I need to figure
would
out
like
what broiler
somebody-
meat is.
broiler.
Yeah,
you
like
do
the
other-
pheasants,
and
duck.
other chicken.
What other chicken be
is
like other fowl?
Broiler
Or-
meat.
other chicken.
Oh, chickens that are raised for meat are called broilers.
Chicken
Oh,
generation
really?
what?
Timothy Jeffrey Cadwell, Mystic, if you read the chat, wants to know where you're getting your numbers from. He doesn't accept that they're from his mom's meat bin.
What do you accepts? Oklahoma State University from April 4th, 2019.
Damn, that's way more
university.
legit. Yeah.
Oh,
It'll be in our links. So you take your elitist asshole fucking findings and throw them up your ass.
Welcome to the Red Eye Report.
Yeah, welcome to the Red Eye Report.
Willkommen.
Where were we?
So anyway, I forgot totally where we were.
Talking meat.
Okay, let's just while I gather my thoughts here. What's your favorite meat? Everyone go around. Astray, your favorite meat. Favorite meat.
I like all the meats, really. Although, okay, I have to pick a favorite. Prosciutto.
Prosciutto.
Like
what
a
the
specific
fuck is that?
Prosciutto? Really?
The
That's
really
super
thin, dried ham.
It's kind of weird.
Right.
Oh, I love that shit.
Cool.
It's expensive because it's not really cooked or baked, but it's actually dried out like a thin, almost. It's not like the consistency.
It's like it's a thinly sliced Italian ham, is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, try sometime.
It's pretty good. I mean, it's good. Yeah.
Oh, I've tried.
Oh,
it's good.
Oracle has. I'm talking. Anyways, what's your make, Oracle?
I like a good I like a good barbecue ribs. Fucking love that. It's easy to make. Just throw it in the oven. Put some fucking barbecue sauce on it. It's fucking delicious.
Yeah, gay. Whatever. Cool.
Okay, Teddy.
Teddy's judging your fucking.
Yeah, I'm
rib
judging
game.
you fucking me. Me, just give me a nice.
You don't talk about rib game around black people, dude.
Yeah, give me a nice fucking 16-ounce fucking prime rib, nice thick au jus, and some creamy horseradish, dog. It's over.
Boring.
It's over. Whatever. Man.
Anybody could say that.
But nobody said it but Teddy. Fuck you. Next.
I think just regular ass bacon.
Yep. Timothy, the broiler chicken meat is also chicken.
So do you like your bacon crispy or do you like your bacon soft
crispy
and fatty?
Crispy, man. If you eat your bacon limp and fatty, you're gay.
That's how they test.
No, I like it crispy.
I'm like, yeah, crispy
like,
bacon,
I think
bro.
BLTs are like a perfect fucking sandwich.
I
love
that.
Yeah.
Like
so nice juicy around.
Just before it gets crispy.
Really?
I love chew to it.
Yeah, I gotta get that crunch in it. Gotta get that crunch in it.
That's gross. Yeah, it's got to be crispy, not burnt, just crispy.
Yeah, just crispy.
Have you guys had what the fuck is it? It's like pork side or whatever. It's like really thick bacon. Like
pork belly.
Yeah, pork belly.
Yeah, it's very popular down here in the South. I went to a Japanese restaurant and got the pork belly ramen, and a bowl came out, and the whole bowl is surrounded by top with a swirl of fucking pork belly, and I had chopsticks. I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed to do this?
Yeah, the big old chunk.
I'm like, what the?
So what'd you think about that? Was it good?
So
I mean, pork belly is good. All it is thick bacon, just like you said, it's thick bacon. So
yeah, but it's got that layer of fat that if you sear that shit, oh my god,
it just melts in your mouth, bro.
Yeah,
good. Probably not good for you.
Yeah,
I know, but it's so good.
I don't even know where we are here. Where
we're still waiting for you to collect yourself.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't collect myself. Like I said, I'm cooking.
We started talking about bacon.
Right.
Started drooling, and that was it.
So, what about
sauce?
I heard there was a shortage of pork in China right now because that African swine flu.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's I didn't realize it, but that's another reason why they, not only just because they're throwing the middle finger up to Trump, but the reason they've cut back on buying our soybeans is because a good chunk of those soybeans were actually ground up, they were ground up and milled for feed for their pork that they raised. Now all these pigs have died, they aren't
Dun,
needing
dun, dun.
dun, dun, dun. Economic connection.
Oh,
I'm going to get some water. Fucking, oh my God.
So I do
can't wait to
think,
paint this
though,
line.
that increased meat production is overall bad for the fucking environment.
It is.
Well, they
'Cause,
don't
I
they
mean-
say that like that's a huge part of
Right.
global warming.
Well, not just global warming,
Yeah.
but you got to make more crops to feed all these fucking animals. It
The
takes way
resources
more.
to raise them.
Right. The resources to raise them by far outweigh the benefits of eating them.
Mm-hmm.
But they taste so good. That's
I
the
know.
problem. Like,
Yeah,
If
that's
they
what I'm
didn't taste
saying.
so
I would say
good,
say this, Doug. If God didn't mean for us to eat animals, He wouldn't have made him out of meat.
good God. Like my wife totally she grew up vegetarian, and her sister like fucking has been doing this vegan, not total vegan, but like vegetarian diet, and like posting about it every day. And so she's like, oh, let's try it. So I tried the smoothies. You know what I mean? Like smoothies are good. You put some spinach in there, got some fucking flaxseed meal for the nutrients and shit. It's not bad, Ashtray. Shut up. But then like there's like these recipes that we got from this cookbook, like whole bowls, and it's basically just vegetarian like meals. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Lentals
but like
and beans.
I
and
don't.
shit.
Yeah, exactly. I just don't know that I can give up all types of meat.
Right.
Yeah.
Like chicken, I could easily give up, and turkey and shit like that. But red meats, I fucking love red meat.
Mm-hmm. So it makes you
Steak,
human.
big ass fucking marbled up fucking porterhouse. Oh my
There's
God.
going to come a time in 20 years, I think that meat is going to be pretty rare that we actually eat it the same way. And we're just going to be weaned off of it. And we're going to talk about the glory days.
Yeah.
Eat
we're
one
telling our
steak a
grandkids.
fucking
Not
year or
if the
whatever.
butchers union can say anything about it.
Right? Yeah.
Rise up, save our meat. I can't run out of meat for my meat raffle.
Yeah, right?
Shit.
Yeah. So tell us how that works. By the way, I've been curious.
The meat raffle, which I also learned is technically illegal, even though it's a Wisconsin tradition, we still all do it.
What's technically illegal?
You kind of have to have a fucking license to sell that shit, don't you?
Yeah, it's like you can't, or I guess the law is that you can't buy meat from a grocery store or a deli and then resell it like on your own.
Oh, yeah. I thought you guys were getting it from like a wholesaler.
Isn't a meat raffle a pretty common thing, though?
It is a common thing, and so it's kind of like
I've never heard of
look the other way here in Wisconsin. It's a common thing in Wisconsin.
Ever.
I'm honest with you, Teddy. Here, I've never heard of it either.
Like I've never heard of it. I want some fucking meat, baby. Woo!
Apparently, they no one really knows, but they think the origins come from like during food rationing in wartime, where that like people would pull together their small ration of meat, what was available, and then raffle it off so like one family could have a big meal. Although I'd be like, I ain't giving up my little bit of meat.
Yeah,
I'm like, this is my fucking little bit of meat.
This is my
just
ham.
so some other else can win.
I already ate it, bitch.
So, anyways, we get 5
Sounds
different
like something
cuts
they
of meat.
do on what's that show? Trailer Park Boys.
Trailer Park Boys, yeah. Boy thing.
Selling meat in the parking lot of the mall.
I go around with a pitcher full of meat sticks, I call them, but they're basically paint paddles with numbers written on them.
Yeah.
And I sell them for $1 a piece. Go around the entire bar, hustling my meat sticks, pimping my meat sticks.
And you have a big wheel, right?
Some places have a big wheel. I have a Crown Royal bag.
You do this at a bar?
Yep.
Of course he does it at a bar.
How many
He's not going to do it at the public library.
I actually saw this the other day. We did a story about it. It was like some Polish fest. They had a meat raffle. Some dude won a whole half of a cow.
Holy shit.
Damn, that's a lot of meat.
It was like
you need
$20
to buy yourself
a
a chest freezer. So, yeah, these take place at bars, taverns, and I guess technically they are legal at VFWs because VFWs can apply for a state raffle license in order to do bingo and other things and such. But
they were in wars.
Private businesses are not allowed to get raffle licenses. So, anyways, I go around, sell these paddles out to everybody, and then I have this big Crown Royal bag full of poker chips with different numbers on them. And I pull them out and yell the number out of the microphone, and then, like, say it's number 32 wins. And finally someone's like, oh, yeah! Like, everybody gets into this big fucking crazy scene where they start waving their paddle, and then on the mic I gotta all right, let's see your meat dance, meat dance, meat dance, meat dance.
And like this
the whole crowd.
Yeah, that's wow.
And that's how the meat raffle goes. If you read articles about it, they're wild.
I'm coming there, and I hope I win because I will not dance.
Oh, we'll laugh.
I don't give a fuck what you do. I will not dance. I will punch a motherfucker in the face.
We'll say, like, look at Mystic doing his meat walk. Meat walk. Meat walk. Meat walk.
Then I'll take my side of bacon and get the fuck out. Grab my 30-something Latina chick and get the fuck out.
How much meat were you raffling?
We do 5 different cuts of meat, and then lately we've been also adding in desserts from Ken's Deli. A little bonus.
So, like, what's the cut of meat? What are we talking?
Cut of meat would be like
what are the 5 cuts of meat?
T-bone steak. There was this what was it? One of those marinated burgundy steaks was the other one. There's usually a big thing of fresh cut bacon, and then usually something for like the pussies, like turkey burgers, you know. And then usually like a nice big salmon fillet.
You get to choose? You get to pick?
The owner of the bar goes and gets the meat beforehand, so it's but you get to pick.
I'm just saying, like,
pick what you bet on or whatever.
So
right?
if you win the first round, you get the broadest choice. But you know, as it goes down, like the last round, you only get whatever is left.
Which is what, the turkey burgers every time?
Yeah.
Well, actually, surprisingly, sometimes it's been the bacon.
Man,
like, no one wants to.
What's wrong with you, motherfucking
fucking hipster ass bullshit,
right?
No, they're like, I want to get that salmon.
Salmon.
Hey man, does the salmon have the skin still on it?
Sometimes.
Yeah, if it's got the skin still on it, I'm copping that salmon, bro. Give me a nice little cedar.
I mean, it looks really good.
It's going down. It's going down. I invite y'all over.
Dude, I will come to that and bring a fucking cast iron skillet with a hot plate.
Just start cooking right there.
Win that bacon, and I will cook that shit right there.
Fuck yeah.
That's awesome.
Sir, anyway. Nope, I'm cooking my meat.
That's how meat goes.
Anyway,
man, you guys are making me fucking hungry.
I know,
right? I'm gonna after the show, I'm gonna go downstairs and make me a nice little carbonara, bro.
So what's the best? What's the best? You guys all like burgers?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the best hamburger you've ever had?
Oh God, I don't know. I've had so many damn good hamburgers.
I've had a surprising hamburger, and not the Impossible Burger. So when I was overseas, kind of the thing that you get from restaurants and bars that cater to foreigners is a fucking burger on the menu. Like they're always going to have a burger on the menu. But let me tell you, some of these places, they've never tasted a fucking burger from the U.S. I don't know what the fuck they got going on with that cut of meat is. It's not good. But I was in Thailand, and Carolyn and I, we had a motorbike that we had rented, and we rode up to the top of this mountain, and we were up on it. There was this huge Buddha statue in Phuket, I believe it was. And I mean, you had to ride up this mountain a ways. There's like fucking elephants up there and shit. And
God damn it.
On our way
up the road.
On our way down.
Let's go, Babar.
on our way down, this windy fucking road out in the middle of nowhere, there's this little kind of stopover place, kind of like a shack on the side of the mountain. And I'm like, hey, I want to get a beer or something. So let's go in there. So
this shack looks like the kind of place, because in Wisconsin, all shacks have beer.
Right, all shacks have beer. So we go in there, and I shit you not, it was one of the best motherfucking burgers I have ever had. On this mountain top shanty thing in Phuket, Thailand. Fucking good ass burger.
They make burgers in Thailand?
Yeah. And it was good as fuck.
What you ate was a ground up man boy or girl boy.
Hey, you know what? I don't really care. It was delicious.
Call it the sticky Thai patty.
It was good.
Delicious.
So that's just my surprising burger.
Yeah, I don't know. That's all I have, really. Any other comments?
So do you guys, what do you really think is the impact of this new kind of impossible meat?
What do I think's the impact?
Yeah. Soylent Green.
I think it will be actually, what I think will be interesting is finding out what the vegetarians think of it. Like, will they consider it meat and boycott it, or is there going to be this...
How can they consider it meat? It's fucking beans and shit.
Well, is it? What is it made? What is the root ingredient they make it with?
It's made out of like beans and I don't know. I listened to like a Freakonomics about it. It's all completely plant matter.
Oh, okay. So it is all plant matter.
Yeah, it's not one of these cultured things that you're.
Yeah, it's supposed to, but it's supposed to.
Oh, like is there a different one then when they're?
Yeah,
actually,
there's
like,
a different one
like
where they actually grow like proteins. This is not that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is a completely different.
I know
thing.
Burger King has one. Should try one.
Yeah, they have the Impossible Burger. Yeah.
I honestly, I think that shit's gonna totally. I'm telling you, 5 years from now,
if they get that, if they can up,
that's awesome. I'll eat salads and cheese.
Because you could definitely see that they could. The scale of the process, like, would probably be something you could, much more manageable without using as much land,
right?
As actual cattle.
Anytime we're trying to pass off a food as another food, we are fucking with the natural order of food.
Yeah, but Boca burgers are still around.
What the hell's a Boca burger?
What?
Those are the first veggie burgers, like a bean patty.
Yeah, they're like one of the original veggie patties.
Yeah, it's like a bean patty.
They're kind of gross. They're like coasters.
Yeah, they are gross. But I'm saying, like, they didn't throw off the whole order.
I've never had one.
They didn't usher
Teddy's
in
just
the
a conspiracy
Antichrist.
theorist. He's just a conspiracy theorist.
I mean, like, I don't. If I don't want to eat, I mean, if you don't want to eat a burger, don't eat a fake fucking burger. I don't get it. What is the point of eating?
What's wrong with that?
Because if you don't want to eat meat, why do you
say the same thing about robot sex?
So you could say the same thing, Teddy, about quitting smoking cigarettes.
Yep, and vaping.
If you don't want to smoke a cigarette, just don't smoke a cigarette, right?
Yeah, but
what's the point of getting a vape to try to wean yourself off of it? What if I don't want to eat meat anymore, but I fucking love hamburgers?
Meat,
right? But you don't want to.
Okay, well, that's
environmental impact.
It's an addiction to somebody, buddy.
Yep.
Just saying.
What fast food has the best burger?
Burger King.
No way.
I haven't been to Burger King in a while.
Really? I think Hardee's does.
Hardee's.
That or Culver's. Culver's is really good.
I still have not tried.
I like Culver's burgers.
Jack in the Box is
the edges are all crispy and shit. It look weird.
Yeah, that's the best part.
Their lemon ice fucking shits though are fucking awesome.
I think Wendy's on a good day.
Yeah,
is pretty good.
You get the fuck out. Wendy's, bro.
I don't know about that.
On a good day, man. It's got to be a good day.
Square burgers, man. Really?
Oh yeah, square patties. Give me those corners.
Oh my god!
Just like White Castle sliders.
Checkers ain't bad. Greasy as shit.
We don't have Checkers around.
I've never had Checkers.
But you really got to risk your life to get some good Checkers, dog.
They don't have Hardee's around here. I do like Hardee's.
They're only in the ghetto.
They're only in the ghetto, bro. You gotta.
They don't.
And it's And they're only drive-through, so you can't. You got to sit there and fucking like watch around and shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Culver's Butterburgers
Can't run inside real quick.
Yeah,
and go,
Butterburgers are pretty fucking
Yeah,
good.
Culver's is, I think, one of the best.
Their cheese curds are
if I had to
fucking
choose,
dog shit.
I love the way they sear the Culver's burgers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was weird. Crispy edges.
All right.
So you learned all you needed to about meat, ladies and gentlemen.
Fucking eat it. Next, we're gonna do the What's Sexy. This is where we tell you what's sexy, and you listen, motherfucker. I'm gonna talk about John Bolton. He's a sexy dude. Not really. I think it's sexy that he got fucking
got a sexy caterpillar on his face.
I think it's sexy that he got fired. Only for the fact that he seems like a vindictive asshole, and he may come out with some kind of fucking tell-all situation about Trump here, and that'll at least be entertaining. May not, get anywhere, but it'll be fun.
Nothing else is stuck, but yeah, it'll be another.
Hey,
exactly. Another fodder for comedians.
Well, and also that'd be an easy way to cash in on a big chunk of money.
Oh fuck yeah!
He's
already
million
talking
for a book deals.
You know he's doing. You know he's talking book deals. He's got an NDA, I'm sure, but I could break that bitch.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Fuck, everybody else did.
Use half of what you made to fucking get a lawyer. Anyway, that's it. He's gone. Caterpillar Face is gone. Teddy, free Super Metroid.
So the out of the blue, fucking with the new update 9.0 on the Switch, they came out with fucking a Nintendo SNES Entertainment fucking emulators. Got some cool games. I'm playing Legend of Zelda right now. I can't see that shit. Legend of Zelda, Super Metroid. When I first started modern systems, I looked for that ROM, and it was so hard to find like a real ROM. It was always something somebody fucked with. You could never find the original, and now I got it for free. Really excited. But
it's free. That's nice.
Yeah, it's as long as you play for the you got to pay for the I think it is. I think the emulator is free. And then
so you just need to have Switch Online.
Yeah, Switch Online. Yeah, and it's $20 a year. No. $20 a year. Yeah.
$200 a year?
$20 a year.
Okay. Sorry, I got very
that would be a little excessive.
I mean, but it started out with some of the first 10, 12 games on there, pretty awesome. All the Marios are on there, Yoshi's Island, Pilot Wings, pretty cool. So more shit to play when I wait on my airplane.
Word.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't give a shit about old games.
Dude, these games, I mean, like the old fucking Super Mario World still holds up. I mean, fucking Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past still holds up. Super Metroid still holds up. I mean, the games they started out with are real strong.
The thing is, though, man, I've seen it before. I've seen that one.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
It's kind of like I
played those games. I know how they end.
It's a nostalgia thing for me. So
I got one of these.
Just masturbate.
Yeah, one of those mini PlayStations as a birthday gift.
Oh, you got one of those?
Well, it was a gift. But so I can't say no. I mean, it's a cool idea, but it's only 20 games, and I played some Destruction Derby. And it brought me back, and then it reminded me of man, remember how much analog sticks on your controller are better when you're steering a car?
Yeah,
it's I play this for a little bit, but it's I played all these.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, it is a nostalgia thing. So if you ever want to, if you're like me, want to dive back into some old shit, the Super Nintendo is one of my favorite systems. I loved it. That and the Sega. I love the 16-bit battle. They came out with some good games.
Yeah, and, I guess with the 2D
systems,
too. So. Like with the original PlayStation, those fucking graphics are ugly as fuck.
Yeah, they're ugly as fuck. Yeah, the original PlayStation sucks.
It doesn't hold up.
A lot of those games don't hold up, but the 16-bit games hold up better than those do.
I mean, they come out with a lot of stuff that looks like that nowadays.
Yeah.
Well, so and it was kind of its whole era that was the prime time for all the 2D adventure scrollers.
Yeah, it was. True.
I mean, Star Fox is on here. Kirby's Dream Course, F-Zero.
Those games were cool back in the 90s.
Yep.
Yeah, they were
cool. When I was 12.
And F-Zero stood you hit me. I mean, hearing fucking the theme from Mute City as I'm racing to Mute City is is awesome. I'm just like a super game nerd, so for me it's awesome. So fuck the rest of y'all. Don't play Super Mario with me. Fuck it. Don't.
All right, Oracle, Prince of Providence.
Prince of Providence. I went to Trinity Rep, which is a theater in Providence, and watched The Prince of Providence, which is a play about the mayor Buddy Cianci, who was actually elected mayor 7 times.
Damn.
Even after he assaulted somebody with a log from his fireplace and burned his eye with a cigarette.
28 years?
Yeah. He was,
so that's like that. That's like that dude from Toronto. Remember that died of cancer?
Yeah.
Or is dying of cancer?
So he wasn't that level.
Coke,
yeah.
Did cocaine and then still got elected.
So I mean, it's good, and it really told like the whole story. So have you guys heard of the Crime Town podcast?
Nope.
It's pretty popular. But anyway, the first season was about Providence and about Buddy Cianci. But the thing is compared to other corruption cases and shit that you hear about, his shit wasn't that bad. Like, he was just a very like outspoken character. And the thing about him is Providence was a dump before he started making the changes. So all the like really cool, awesome things in the city have a lot to do with him. And he's the one that brought them. And it was really cool at the end of the play. He's on trial, and he breaks the fourth wall and just starts like the guy playing Buddy Cianci, and he's like his spirit, like saying like, look at you motherfuckers, like this Trinity Rep wouldn't be around if it wasn't for my support. Like, I've bailed out, 3 directors. I'm the reason why. And then he's like, go grab the plaque with my name off the wall. And they actually go out and grab the plaque off the wall, and it's got his name on it. And just kind of change like his legacy and how he's viewed in the city. It was really fucking good. It was 3.5 hours long. So
holy shit.
Yeah, it was a long
play. Did they give you an intermission?
They did give an intermission, but it was impressive how much they actually covered, and it was cool. It was really cool. So Prince of Providence. Good
Word.
Shit.
All right, Ashtray. I don't even know what that is, so just go ahead.
The other people drama. Like,
yeah, sure.
Hearing stories from friends of friends where it's like you don't know the people at all, but they tell you this ridiculous story, and it's like you just can picture it in your head and laugh at it because it's also like not someone you have to then be around. Because old Fat Mary, who's like a character in one of my coworkers' lives.
Fat Mary.
Fat Mary, yeah. She
oh, Fat Mary, keep on rolling.
Oh, exactly, because they have this area called the garage where they all hang out at, and they're all like people who are in their 30s and early 40s. And Fat Mary's been married for about a year, but she like doesn't like her husband or whatever. And this party's going on the weekend up into the wee hours, and the owner of the house walks out into her garage where they all hang out and party at night. This is like 7 a.m, and there's old Fat Mary rolling on the ground with one of the like neighbor kids, which is like a bunch of people in their early 20s, like some dudes in their early 20s who've rented a house, just down next to them. Is fucking old Fat Mary, and they're rolling around on the old dog bed.
Oh my God.
Wasn't even, they have, she's like, my friend's telling me this story. So she's like, there's couches, there's cars outside. Like, there's plenty of places, and I'm like, shit. When I get Randy in someone's basement, I at least lean him up against the wash machine. Like, you don't need to lay down in the dirty old dog bed. And so then we started singing the song of Fat Mary keeps on rolling, rolling, rolling on the dog bed.
Oh my God.
So the owner
fucking Trailer Park Boys?
It sounds just like Trailer Park Boys. The owner said she stood there tell they noticed, like, for a while, because she's like, I'm going to shame them. Like, you don't fucking do this in my garage, because they know her husband. And it's kind of like, if you're going to have an affair, like, don't do that shit here. Especially, it's like fucking Fat Mary sleeping with the 21-year-old doofus next door.
Wow.
So that's the story about Fat Mary.
So we just heard a story about a friend of a friend of a friend.
Yep.
Cool.
Hilarious.
I kind of want to know what Fat Mary looks like now.
I know, me too. Now I'm like, you gotta get a picture of Fat Mary so I can see her. Now that I know what she's done,
turn her into a meme.
Fat Mary, I know. What you
anyway, now we're moving on to the fuck what you think, and I'm gonna go with Oracle first because Ashtray doesn't have anything written in here. Eat your fucking veggies, Oracle.
You motherfuckers are slackers. I showed up 3 minutes before we went on.
I know.
And I somehow got shit in the outline.
I've got my shit in the outline. Fuck you.
All right.
Yeah, I got it in there.
No, you don't. You write it in now.
Okay, so I read this article a few weeks ago. Doctors say diet of fries and chips left teen fussy eater blind from malnutrition.
That's what you get, you fat bastard.
So this kid in the UK wouldn't eat his fucking vegetables or anything else, and it says here this is CBS News. His diet was essentially a portion of fries from the local fish and chip shop every day. He also used to snack on chips like Pringles and sometimes slices of white bread and occasional slices of ham and not really any fruit and vegetables. So the boy started showing some problems at age 14, and then by the time he was like 18 years old, he was fucking blind, like irreversibly blind. And what gets me with this is, where the fuck are this kid's parents?
Yeah.
Tell your goddamn kid to eat their fucking, fruits and vegetables.
Yep, it's one of these snowflakes.
Jesus Christ. I mean, you're just going to let the kid fucking eat Pringles until they go blind? I mean, that's ludicrous.
I thought he'd die of a heart
Apparently
attack.
that's what they did, yeah.
I didn't think he'd go blind.
I think it's just insane, and I think parents need to fucking, you're the goddamn parent. You got to set an example, and you need to tell your kids, because they're fucking kids. They don't know any better. Fucking like
some
little
parents are scared of their kids, man.
Yeah, they'd eat cake. Kids would eat cake every fucking meal.
Right. So, I don't know. I just saw this, and it's like, you got to be kidding me. This kid is fucking blind because you let them just eat chips every day.
Yeah.
I hope you feel ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, shame, fat Mary.
Fine.
Fat Mary and her fat kid who went blind.
Fat blind kid rolling around in the dog bed.
What the fuck? I mean, that was a little harsh.
a
little intense.
A little bit, yeah.
Fat Mary earned it.
Fat Mary. Keep on rolling.
Yes,
all right, Ashtray. Underground bait factory closed. Oh, that was probably written in there the whole time, huh?
Yeah, right there it was. Yeah, I guess my fuck what you think is these two brothers, 20-year-old Tyler Huffins and 23-year-old Jacob Huffins, were running this operation where I guess they were making something like 500 of them a day. They were paying 10 employees to basically fill these cartridges, and that's why, like, I'm pretty sure, because there's pictures of them, but there's also pictures of other brands. But the old the dent cartridges, which I found conveniently, like two different completely separated people had connections to get these. Well, you try to find this company online, and you can't, because these are the ones that they're printed in China. China just makes the packaging and the cartridge empty, and it's a do-it-yourself kit. Fill it with whatever you want. Fucking fill it up with motor oil.
So these guys are the ones that are causing the
well,
deaths?
these guys, these guys could be, but the fact is that these problems are coming because of this widespread counterfeiting of vape cartridges in the black market. And because other states have it legal, it's easy for like, oh, fuck, it's got a spot varnish on here, like, that's a really sexy little package. That's cool. Of course it's got to be legit. It's got graphics. Like you assume it came from a dispensary in a legal state and just smuggled into yours. But no, they're coming in empty from China and people are filling them up with whatever. So that's why they think most of these problems are coming from people who use the counterfeit shit. 98,000 cartridges that were unfilled.
Wow. 57
mason jars filled with THC oil or whatever it may have been. Each jar is roughly valued at $6,000. They estimate a street level of THC of $1.5 million. Damn. And they've got totes just full of the bundles of pre-prepared packaging from China. Ooh, look, Sour Patch Kids. It's a rip-off of the Sour Patch logo. It's all fucking Chinese.
So are we just going to gloss over the irony that these guys' last names is Huffins?
Yes.
They're selling vape cartridges? Anyway.
All right.
Teddy, goddamn cross button.
Okay, so apparently PlayStation, after the 20 years they've been making this console, have come out and had to respond because apparently they're tired of people calling their X button the wrong name. Apparently it's the cross button.
It really is called the cross button?
It's really called the cross button. Which I'm like, who the fuck cares? It looks like an X. I think they call it cross to be different or just to be
it really looks like a fucking X.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, cross to me. I think of well, I guess because I'm Christian.
Yeah, but shapes. PlayStation has shapes.
Right, yeah, triangle,
probably
circle,
just trying
square.
to differentiate themselves from the Xbox.
It's not a letter.
Oh,
yeah, I guess.
I mean,
I didn't think about
matter
Xbox
that much?
No,
well, it doesn't. But
you're talking about.
Yeah,
but the responses from the internet motherfuckers are just stupid. As people are using definition of a cross, apparently a cross or an X has equal parts. Is away equal. These things are equally apart. I'm high as shit right now. Apologize. And I forgot what I was talking about. Let's move on. X cross.
Okay,
X
so
cross
you're saying that the cross needs to have one side needs to be longer.
Right, one side longer, right, than the other side, right. But that's what people are saying, and like PlayStation's we're not changing this across.
I will not accept this until Sony releases the Jesus dying on the cross special edition Xbox controller.
Nice.
It's like fucking mash the crucifixion button.
Crucify him.
I don't even know where you're going.
All right.
Awesome.
Well, anyway, that brings me to some more vape shit. This is Trump this time saying that he's ready to what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? Make laws stopping the whole vape cartridge thing of flavored vape juice.
Yeah.
Because people are dying, and it's not even the right thing that they're you know what I mean? Like he's targeting something else, and it takes 33. So 33 people have died, and that have been linked to this. How many have died from guns in the last fucking year?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And we get thoughts and prayers for that. But these fucking assholes who are, sucking this shit down into their lungs, somehow have caused an epidemic.
Yeah.
Country is fucking fucked up, people. That's all I gotta say. You need to get out there. You need to fucking vote.
Don't fuck with Mystic's vape juice.
Yeah. Oh, I don't care. I don't vape.
You fuck your ass up.
I don't vape.
Does anybody vape here? Teddy, are you a vapor?
I've stopped
I am a vapor,
since,
yes.
Are you afraid or how do you feel about this? Whatever the fuck's going on with the
it terrifies me. It makes me want to stop. I mean, I don't use it. I don't use it fucking 24 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. And once I get home, I smoke the real stuff. So
yeah.
But it's
well, you know, and the thing is, we still don't know. There could be black market cartridges that are filled with, you know, like legit THC stuff that doesn't have, you know, because you don't know what kind of recipe they're making this stuff with. Right. I mean, look at this picture of these mason jars. They're all kind of different
I'm
colors
sure
and stuff.
FDA.
Yeah, they were probably cutting that shit with butane.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that's a popular way, or used to be a popular way of making that oil. It's actually really dark, so it probably was. That shit, yeah, that's gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure these guys, they didn't look like they had chemical engineering degrees.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's just 2 guys that got caught. Imagine
think of how many of these operations are
out there, you know.
Yeah.
In Florida alone, it's probably like thousands.
Yeah, that's probably all the
that's a shit ton of these
entire trailer
cartridges.
parks in Florida that make nothing but meth and THC cartridges. Anyway, in all seriousness, go fuck yourself, Palm Springs, California. That's our show. We're going to be here every Wednesday or Thursday at 10 p.m. Central. Make sure you join the conversation at theredeyereport.com or facebook.com/theredeyereport. You can also twiddle us, but nobody gives a fuck. Like us, share us, or fuck us. We're down for whatever. I'm Mystic.
I'm Oracle.
This is the Ashtray.
And I'm Teddy playing Super Mario World because the game is still awesome, you dicks.
This is the Red Eye Report.
Keep on holding on to that nostalgia, Teddy.
Yeah, right? It'll get you through the day. Lord knows I need it.
Did you guys see that?
I drink. I've lost my nostalgia.
Those dudes that had that